Hey, really this is going to be a really brief video about my impressions about the Galaxy S8 and the Galaxy S8 Plus. Today is March the 30th. This was the first official day you could pre-order the Galaxy S8, and I mean, like everybody else who likes the Galaxy S, I put my order in at little after 12 o'clock a.m. this morning, and I was excited about it. I got the Galaxy S8, but you know, a friend of mine, he's a retailer. He gave me a call and said, "Yeah, come check it out." You know, before they would put them out for display or whatever. So I was like, "Yeah, you know, I mean, that's kind of like my connection. He hooks me up." So you know, I went actually got my hands on it on the 30th. I had I don't know, I would say I had a good maybe an hour, you know, 45 minutes to an hour to get a feel of it and play with it and stuff like that. And what I would say is that you know, it's a nice looking phone. It's you know, I think it falls in line with all the other Galaxy. If you had a Galaxy S before, you know, I've had all of them pretty much, you'll be fine with it. But the main thing is the Galaxy S8 is really narrow. It's it feels to me like the width of, say, the iPhone 5. That's what it feels like. It feels like the width of the iPhone 5. It's a little taller. It feels like the width of the iPhone 5. It's actually a little narrower than the 5.1 inch Galaxy S7. So I don't know if you can get a grasp of that. I actually put them next to each other just to look at them and just so you can see. It's a 5.8 inch screen, but I guess because of the curves and everything, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't even look like it. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't feel like it. And now, because they have the 18.5 by 9 inch aspect ratio, it just feels like you're holding a stick. It doesn't feel like I have the phone I have now is the Moto Z. It's actually the Moto Z Play. I have this with me because I travel a lot, and I charge this thing probably every 2 or 3 days. I charge this thing, and I use my phone all day long. The only reason I have this is because I got rid of my Galaxy S7 Edge to get the Note 7, and that didn't work out. I never ended up getting the Note 7, so I had to get something, and I got this right here mainly for the battery, and I mean, it's been pretty good. I haven't had any issues with it. It's a great phone. It's an awesome phone, but it's not a Galaxy S, and if you're a Galaxy owner, it will definitely get you by. The battery's fine, but it just doesn't have the features of any of the Galaxy S line. But you know, I have my this is my little setup. This is my speaker. I've had this speaker for several years, probably ever since I had the maybe since I've had the Nexus, the Galaxy Nexus. This is if you can get a hold of this, I mean, it's a few years old. If you can get a hold of this is I would recommend this to anybody. It's you know, it's wireless charging. It's a speaker, Bluetooth speaker. You know, I just come home, lay my phone on it. This is what I charge my phone with every day. I don't do the cord plug-in thingy. I just plug it with this right here. This right here is, but let me leave that alone. I'll bring that to you next. But this is a great setup. This is the setup I used with all of my previous Galaxies. But the problem with the S8 is it doesn't feel like it feels like it's about 2/3 the width of this phone right here. The height is okay, but the width of it is just really small. And when you look at it, to me, the screen looks small. It doesn't look full in your hand. So I think the Galaxy S8 Plus is fine, and I think that if you have small hands and maybe female or man with small hands, the S8 would be perfect. But if you're used to having this is a 5.5 inch right here. If you're used to having one of the bigger size phones, it's not going to do you any justice. To me, it feels a lot smaller than the iPhone 7. The regular iPhone 7. It feels smaller than that. It just feels, and it doesn't just feel small, it actually looks small. The display looks small. Nobody's given any reviews on this phone, and they mentioned it, just how minuscule this phone feels. So if you're going to buy this phone, that's something that you're going to have to deal with. It's just, so I mean, I ordered mine, I pre-ordered mine, I was excited, it was coming, and the first thing I did is I canceled my order. Now, I'm a Galaxy guy, so of course I am getting the Galaxy S8 Plus. To me, the S8 Plus is a good size. It's a 6.2 inch screen, but believe me, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't feel like it, but it feels like, to me, the right size. It feels like a really fabulous device. Everybody's going to be happy with it. If you get the S8 Plus, you'll be happy. I think for females and maybe children and smaller people, the S8 is fine. It's a good device. But my main purpose for canceling my order is the phone is just too small. It's too narrow. The height isn't the problem. The problem is the width. It's really narrow. It feels like you're holding like a ruler. I don't know if you can actually picture that in the phone, but it just feels way too narrow. And everybody's reviewing this phone, and that's why I had to be by right away. They're talking about how great it is, how fabulous it is. Nobody is mentioning how this phone feels in your hand. And believe me, if you like a 5-inch to 6-inch phone, this phone is going to feel small to you. And it doesn't just feel small. You know, if you had a big display, if the display looked big but the phone felt small, I could probably work with that. But the display looks small. It looks it looks kind of cheap. It does. It looks kind of cheap, but I'm sure they put a lot of effort into this phone. And like I said, I'm getting the S8 Plus, but the S8 is not going to do it for you. So I was trying to keep this as brief as possible. I just wanted to put it out there that before you go out and buy this S8, you know, you should probably definitely try to get your hands on one. And I always want to be first to get mine. And like I said, I've been in Galaxy S since the first one. I've had the Nexus S, the Galaxy S, the S4. I've had the S3. I didn't get the Note 5. I've had a few Notes too. I had the Note 4 and the Note 5. It didn't have the removable storage, and it didn't have a removable battery, and that's when, you know, I guess I was stuck on a removable battery, so I didn't get that. Didn't get the Note 5, but I had the Note 4, which was an awesome device. But you know, it was beginning to you know, become a little dated, so that's why I end up getting this phone right here. I end up getting the Moto Z Play because I had the Note 4. And then when I got rid of my Galaxy S7 Edge in anticipation of getting the Note 7, that's when the debacle came. So I went back to the Note 4, and you know, it just wasn't doing it for me. It wasn't. It was starting to get slow and old, and I couldn't use it anymore. So that's why I went out and got this Moto Z Play, and I do a lot of traveling. And like I said, the biggest thing about this Moto Z Play is I'm not recommending this to anybody. It's a good phone, but this is really about the S8 is the battery life, and I tried to make it mimic my S7 Edge as much as possible. So what I did is I went out and I got the only model mod I got is I got this thing right here. This is the Incipio. This is the battery packet. And what this does, it gives me another day's worth of charge. I get about 2 days with the phone itself, and this gives me one more day, so I can go 3 days, and I'll use my phone all the time, whether it's videos, taking pictures. I talk on it every now and then. I don't really talk on my phone a lot. I text and I email and I just surf the web. But this will give me 1 day, and this will give me 2 days. So, but not only that, is I got it because, you know, the phone isn't wireless charging, but once you get the this right here, it makes the phone charge. So now I can do wireless charging with it. It's a great device. The other Moto Z's I wouldn't recommend, none of them. The regular Moto Z or the Moto Z Force. I wouldn't recommend either one of those. This is the one you want to have. This is one with the battery life. It runs a lot smoother. It's a lot better to have. But the S8 is a no. I wouldn't go with it. The S8 is definitely a no. The S8 Plus is a go. The S8 Plus is a go. They have the same exact specs. The only difference is it's a little smaller, but it's not, and that's enough to make it a no for me. If you're a female or somebody with small hands or a kid or something, the S8 is a go. But if you're a guy or somebody with regular size hands, or like the way the phone feels, like this phone right here, this is actually a little big. It feels good in my hand. This feels a lot bigger than the S8 Plus in my hand. This is a 5.5 inch screen. But this right here is definitely a go. Definitely a go, but the S8 Plus is a go. The S8 is a no for me, but if you're in the small phones, it could be a go. That's all I wanted to say. And I just want to make sure you guys have an informed purchase. You see all these guys reviewing these phones, and they don't talk about the real things that are going on with them, and how you know, I don't really worry about Bixby and what is that other thing? I just don't deal with all that stuff. I just use my phone to just play with, take videos and stuff like that. I don't need all the technical specifications of it. All I want to do is come on and work fast. So that's it.